What's up, guys? Winter Kills here. Welcome back to another post-commentary duel video. We have another match from our locals. We didn't actually end up even playing a tournament. We just all kind of met up and we're like, you know what? Not a lot of people showed up anyways to begin with because there was some other stuff going on that day. And I think like 7 or 8 of us that were there, we decided just to hang out and test for a little while, and ended up recording a couple matches for you guys. I ended up testing a lot of mermail. I didn't get to record any matches because it was kind of rough going, so I ended up changing the build, reworking it and stuff like that, and I feel like I have a more solid build as of now, so I could probably get some more, or probably start getting some duel videos in the near future. So we have True King Dino versus True Draco Zoo. My friend Adam there on the left ended up being able to get some of the cards he needed from Sneak Peek. He wasn't able to grab diagrams or ghost ashes because those cards are ridiculously fucking expensive. I probably won't be able to get those for Pittsburgh, so that's awesome. I don't know how I'm going to do at Pittsburgh with a half-ass build because budget. This card game literally costs way too much sometimes, but you know, what are you gonna do? So it looks like he went for a the dang long play, and this is my brother's like first time. My brother's playing on the right. This is like his first time playing True King Dino, or one of his first times. So he's still learning a couple of the combos, so he might not make the most optimal play. But right here, going into Dang Long usually ends up with a you can go for a Zolkin play, which basically involves having a True King in your hand. See, that's the thing about True King Dino, is the deck is so much better with diagram. It's just unfortunate that it's so goddamn expensive. But diagram allows you to search your True Kings, and you can search your dinos already with cards like Fossil Dig, and you can pop off a lot faster. So you would summon a True King, and then you go into Overraptor, add Miscellaneousaurus, pitch Miscellaneousaurus, or you can send Miscellaneousaurus, either way. You get the added protection if you add it and pitch it. You end up searching 9 pillars, I believe, because this deck, this one does play the Yang Zing engine, with like Swanee and the 9 pillars, the searchable card that you can set for your Zolkin, and you get a free negation on top of it, because when you go for the single play, Danglong summons the Swanee from deck. You got to banish 2 dinos for the summon of Ultimate Conductor. Summon the Ultimate Conductor is not too bad. It's not too bad turn 1, because he can interact a lot during your opponent's turn by being basically a Book of Eclipse. And he does have the, well, there's a Gamma Seal. He does have the 9 pillars, and there's a Thunder Lightning Strike Kaiju. Well then, the whole squad is here. And he's got Slumber in hand. That kind of sucks. But he does have the 9 pillars set, so that will help out quite a bit. Looks like he's got Whiptail, but Tanky is a very, very good card right now. I think 9 pillars can stop just pretty much about anything that gets brought out. I think it stops spell effects, trap effects, and monster effects. I don't know if it's. I don't think it stops summons, because he probably would have used it at this point already. Attacking over the Gamma Seal with the Lightning Strike, and then he has a Borbo that I'm assuming attacked directly for, looks like maybe 2,800 damage. The 9 pillars still set. Personally, I probably would have just negated the Tanky, but then again, he could have just normal summoned the Whiptail and overlaid into the same combo. Either way, it is what it is. I think going for rat might have been a little too risky, obviously, since he had the 9-pillar set. He could have stopped the rat play. Summoning Lithosagem. Not sure what he destroyed. I think he destroyed a Barastos and one other Earth. Not Barastos, Onigmazid, my bad. And Max C he ended up destroying, just to get the True King on board. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I believe it's got 2,900 attack. Or maybe it's got 2,800. I'm not sure of its exact stats. I think he just drew into another slumber. That is very unfortunate. But it does look like he has a better position, though, in this game. He'll attack over the Lithosagem. Does not get the effect of that because it's not being destroyed by card effect. And then he'll attack into the Danglong. Danglong will get banished, and the effect will get striked. Basically securing the victory at this point. Not too much of a strong opening on the Dino player's side, because like right now the build that I'm playing, which is very similar to the one that he's playing on the right, and I'm going to do an updated test hand video for in the future. It's just it lacks consistency because it does not have diagram, and diagrams are not easy to obtain because they're not legally out yet. I mean, they're out, but like I don't think the set is officially released. I think it officially releases this Friday. Because the sneak peek was on this Saturday, like 2 days ago Saturday. So the cards are still brand new. Like Ghost Ashes are like 80s, diagrams are 80s. It's nuts. But looks like he's gonna go for Fossil Dig. Looks like Miscellaneous Saurus in hand, some other spell cards. Oviraptor is like the best normal summon in the entire deck. Gets all your plays started. And this build also plays Lost World. I know not all builds play Lost World. I personally think Lost World it's okay. I don't think it's too great. I think it's a decent replacement right now for Diagram. But nothing beats Diagram. Diagram is so good in this deck. It really is so good. It's like one of the best cards you could ask for. But basically what Lost World does, if all non-Dino type monsters lose 500 attack and defense, and basically if you normal special summon a dinosaur type monster, your opponent gets a Jura Egg token or something, and then it allows you to... So Oviraptor would be normaled, he'd get the token, and then he can send something from deck, or add, and then basically he can go to destroy the token on his side of the field, but instead of destroying that token, he can destroy a dino from deck instead, so you destroy one of the baby dinos. Something along the lines of that. I don't remember the exact effects. It's kind of a confusing a card. But he will send Miscellaneous Saurus off that summon, and then he can use Lost World here, which would be to, instead of destroying the token, he can destroy something from deck and end up reviving the Miscellaneous Saurus from grave. So it looks like it can replace the Oviraptor's effect using the field spell, because he ended up reviving it out of grave. Now he gets to special summon something else out of his deck due to the baby Ceratosaurus being destroyed. And Miscellaneous Saurus destroyed the baby Ceratosaurus on field to summon the Miscellaneous Saurus from grave. So yeah, it's a nice combo. You could go for Trish here. You could make the Danglong play. You could do some interesting plays. A really good turn one board consists of like Zolkin, Crystal Wing, and then like a Logia on top of that. But it's sometimes hard to get the extra Logia on board. More often than not, you do end up getting the Zolkin Crystal Wing playoff, but not always do you get the Logia play, because it can be easy to mess up the play. I think this build plays Logia and Dolka. Dolka stops monster effects. Logia negates spells, traps, and monster summons, but it doesn't stop monster effects. Stops spell and trap effects. It stops monster summons, but it does not stop monster effects. That's the one downfall. I don't know personally. I don't know what would be better in the situation against True Draco Zoo, either the Logia or the Dolka. So right here, he's gonna go into Danglong, making sure he uses the right materials. So of course Norden doesn't get banned or banished, because he could use that possibly for a rank 4 later, depending on how he sets up this turn. So he's gonna synchro into Danglong, add 9 pillars. And then when Danglong goes to activate the effect Ascend, he's going to negate it with Dolka because it can negate pretty much any monster on the field anywhere. Just so we can get the Sawani out and get an extra Dino and grade, be able to use Miscellaneous Saurus. I think he ends up changing changing the detach there. Make sure he doesn't banish 2 Miscellaneous Saurus, because you don't really ever want to banish 2 Miscellaneous Saurus. So right here goes in for another Oviraptor. And this is still turn 1, because when I was rewatching this, I thought this was a turn 2 play. I'm like, oh, he could probably OTK if he would have just summoned a Tyranno Infinity and gone into something else, like maybe a Gaga Samurai or something. I think that's a generic rank 4. I don't know if it requires like 2 Earths or something, but that could have been an OTK right there. A 4,000 Tyranno Infinity, attacking, with the Samurai, but he has to set the 9 pillars, but he opens up a goddamn Cosmic Cyclone, making sure Lost World doesn't conflict with this interaction here, but it doesn't. Lost World does not stop the Cosmic Cyclone from targeting the set card only Dino monsters. And then there is a interrupted Kaiju Slumber to essentially just auto win the game. If he would have went for Logia, he couldn't have done the play he tried to do there in the end. So it doesn't really matter. There's definitely going to be more Dino videos featuring the Dino deck. It's a deck I want to play a lot more, so there will be more videos of that in the future. This is not the only one. I'm going to be learning and improving the deck. My brother will probably be improving on the deck as well. It's a deck we both want to end up learning to play, because it's got a lot of combos. It's got a lot of combos, a lot of ways you can play it. Very interesting deck, and I like the play style of it. So bear with me, bear with us. So hope you guys enjoy the content regardless. As always, guys, I'm going to kill signing out. We'll see you in the next one.